Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear Ragab, how are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Okay, today we will talk about one of the articulation point which is called the throat or al-halq. Okay, the throat is divided to three parts of articulation points. The first one is the deepest part of the throat. The first one, this area, the deepest part of the throat, which is called the area of the vocal cords. Okay, the area of the vocal cords. It's include letter Hamza and letter Ha. Okay, the second one, the middle part of the throat. This area, the middle part of the throat, which called the area of the epiglottis. It's include letter I and letter Ha. The last one, the closest part of the throat. This area, the closest part of the root, which called the area of the junction of the root of the tongue with the soft palate. It's include letter I and letter K. Those six letters are called throat letters because it's articulated from the throat. Okay, now let's start with the first part, the deepest part of the throat, or we can say the farthest part of the throat. The farthest part of the throat, as we said, it's the area of the vocal cords. Okay, it's include letter Hamza and letter Ha. Sorry, letter Ha and letter Hamza. Okay, the deepest part of the throat means the farthest part from the mouth. The farthest part from the mouth. Okay, and the closest part to the chest. This area, the deepest part of the throat, is the farthest part to the farthest part from the mouth and the closest part to the chest. Okay, from here, this area, two letters are articulated, letter Hamza and letter Ha. Okay, we can say that both of the Hamza and Ha come from the farthest part of the throat. Okay, we have note here, when we pronounce letter Ha, the vocal cords are open. When we pronounce letter Ha, the vocal cords are open. But when we pronounce letter Hamza, the vocal cords are closed. Okay. Okay, now can you tell me what the difference between Hamza and Ha? What's the difference between Hamza and Ha? Okay, well, the difference between Hamza and Ha is that you can feel the vocal cords are closed when we pronounce letter Hamza, but for letter Ha, the vocal cords are partly closed. They move a little bit close to each other, but they are still open or partly closed. Okay? Okay. As we said here, the vocal chords, as we said when we, sorry, as we said when we pronounce letter ha, the vocal cords are open, like this one, or partly closed, like this one or this one. But when we pronounce letter Hamza, the vocal cords are closed, like this one. Okay, this is the difference between the letter Hamza and the letter Ha. Okay, now how we can pronounce letter Ha? How we can pronounce letter Ha? Okay, to pronounce any letter incorrectly way, you should find the makhraj or the articulation point. To pronounce letter Ha, we will start with the letter Hamza firstly. The letter Hamza, like the sound of the letter A in apple. Okay, letter Hamza, like the sound of the letter A in apple. You can say a. This is the articulation point for the Hamza. Okay, so this is the makhraj or the articulation point of letter Hamza and Ha. Okay, now put your finger on your jugular notch. You can feel the vibration in the jugular notch, which allow to breath to move forcefully. So we can say that the opening of the vocal cords allow breath to move forcefully. Okay? Okay, so the articulation point of letter Hamza come from the come from the throat. So there is no work to the tongue or any other point. All of the or any other articulation point. Okay, all of the sound come from the throat only. Okay. Okay. Now let's pronounce letter Hamza and letter Ha. Okay, say after me. A for letter Hamza. A, a, a. Okay, for letter Ha, can say ah, ah, ah. Okay, this is the way to pronounce letter Hamza and letter Ha. Okay, do you have any question or anything or anything or any point not clear to you? Okay, thanks for you and see you soon.